My name is Africa4God. I'm a missionary with Africa4God in northern Uganda. My passion is to reach women and children in northern Uganda and South Sudan in war-torn areas. We do that through Bible studies, through sponsorship of children and women to do literacy training, income generation projects, and supporting local pastors in the communities. We work in 4 different villages locally throughout Kitgum district. So we go deep into the bush and we teach the men and women, and separately we teach the children, and we do verse by verse systematic discipleship. And we also have a women's program where we bring certain women in from each of those villages. We teach them several times a week through the Bible. We teach them leadership training. We teach them literacy training, and we do income generation and medical support. Most of them are widows and most of them are HIV positive, so we give them support for themselves and their children, and so that they can learn skills so that they don't have to be dependent upon anyone except for the Lord. And then they go back into their villages and they spread the gospel in their homes, in their communities, with their families, and beyond. We're praying that God will bring more laborers alongside who can help us to do more creative income generation activities with them, using sustainable natural resources from their place so that they're not dependent on any outsiders, but to form a market within Kitgum, within their communities even, where they can do something self-sustaining that doesn't need a white person, it doesn't need a missionary or any organization to baby them, but that they can be raised up so that they can not have to worry about where they're going to get their next meal, where their children are going to get their next meal, how can they pay for their children's school fees, so that they can raise enough money, they can continue to spread the gospel and hopefully be disciple makers who make more disciples, who make more disciples.
I know that God has done a miracle in my life. And now I am reading the Bible a lot, and I'm just praying under this tree. Every Sunday I will be sharing from the Word and quoting different scriptures here.
We also do outreaches in various different local communities. We try to partner with churches so that there's follow-up for those who get saved, but we have done outreaches in South Sudan, in different unreached areas and communities, and in northern Uganda as well.
Awaken my soul to your song. Awaken my heart to your call.
We're really praying and asking the Lord of the harvest to send more laborers, because it's so evident that the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few, and the Lord says to ask the Lord of the harvest to send more people. And so we're asking the Lord of the harvest, and we're also making the need known to people maybe who God has stirred their hearts to come alongside of Africa for God by coming out into the field. We love to have teams come from churches, groups of 10 or less. When you come to Kitgum, northern Uganda, it's not a vacation. You work hard, you pour yourself out, you get filled with the Spirit, and then you pour out, and it's blood, sweat, and tears. You work, you cry, you labor, you love, you eat the food that they give you, you share in the sufferings of the local believers, but you go away so blessed and so filled and honored that you could be used by the living God to touch a life of a child in some village that might have never known his love otherwise. There's nothing greater than being used by the Lord.